losing customers, clients, and money every day by making these 11 SEO mistakes. After doing SEO for over 20 years, I can say it's not all your fault. Oh geez, I'm getting old. I shouldn't have rolled in like that. SEO is probably the hardest channel to master because it has migrated from a solo activity palmed off to a nerd that gets fed coke in a dark room to a profession that involves working with others in development, design, content, and management. If you build the skills, you don't need a team to outrank competition in a lot of niches. It's about being smart and not making a lot of dumb mistakes I've made. Stand on my shoulders to learn. I'm 6'9", over 2 meters, so you'll get pretty high. Here are 11 common SEO mistakes to avoid and how to fix them. Using ranking as the measure of SEO success. Rankings as a metric by itself does nothing. If you rank high, does that mean you get traffic? If you get traffic, does that mean you get sales? How to fix it? To fix this mistake, you should instead use these 3 metrics that are key performance indicators of good SEO. Organic traffic. Rankings are useful once they start bringing in traffic. You can rank number 1 for many terms, yet receive no visitors.
Are you not entertained?
On the flip side, you can rank 10 for a perfect term and get a sale from it every day because you solve your prospective customers' problems better than anyone else. Organic leads. Each keyword consists of a market. Track which keywords get you leads to optimize your website around those keywords. Organic revenue. If you have an e-commerce store, you have no excuse to not track revenue. If you're on Shopify, I've got a guide in the description to set up Google Analytics beautifully. With these 3 KPIs of your SEO, you're ready to do SEO well and avoid these other common mistakes. A slow website. Slow website makes you lose traffic gained from search results. A survey carried out on online shoppers found that every 4th person would click off a page and abandon their purchase if a website takes more than 4 to 6 seconds to load. This destroys your SEO. Google has disclosed that its algorithm takes into account a website's speed when deciding where to rank it on search results. A slow website can negatively affect your ranking. If you'd like to review your website speed, use GTmetrix and Google's Lighthouse through web.dev. How to fix it. To fix speed, there are various steps you can take. You'll need to work with a dev to do some of them, but there are also some you can do. Firstly, resize images. That includes actual appearance size of the image as well as compression. An image with compression can be 30 times larger than the optimized version and is likely to take 30 times longer to fully load. 2, choose image formats that are smaller in size. Use tools like Photoshop to test exporting the image in different formats. You will see size differences. An excellent example is a JPEG, which takes up less memory compared to a GIF or PNG for most images. The best standard today is WebP and SVG. Compress JavaScript and CSS. Minimize the files to eliminate white space. Use shorter names for variables and prevent code waste with efficient practices. You probably need a developer for this. Like the next tip. Delay the loading of non-critical script. If JavaScript is inserted inside the head tag, it may have to load before anything is seen in the browser. There are ways around this. Should a script be unnecessary for the loading of content above the fold, it may be non-critical and can be loaded before the closing body tag. Limit the number of apps or plugins you have. In Shopify, not all apps affect speed. When it comes to increasing your website speed, less is generally more. You also get the benefit of saving money from unnecessary expenses. Not optimizing for the right keywords. I've made this mistake so many times in my career. The SEO mistake has you place the ladder against the wrong building. No matter how high you climb, you won't get revenue. How to fix it? To fix this mistake, pay attention to search engine result pages. Before you come up with content for your website, search the problem or question to see what information your competitors provide. The aim is to provide better value than them, so anyone who visits your page leaves satisfied. If you do this one principle, you can dominate Google. Next, check the format that the pages ranking high are using to answer user intent? Is the information provided in the form of blog posts, product reviews, or how-to guides? Do they have a lot of images or videos? Since this is what is working, emulate the same format or adjust your keywords. You have no chance at ranking an article for buy glass windows if the top 5 search results are collection pages of stores selling glass windows. Use your potential customer's language. Let's say you supply electronic nicotine delivery systems. Is that how your customers would search online? Unlikely. How about electronic cig or electronic cigarettes or even ciggies? That's a lot better. To pick between cig or cigarettes or ciggies, compare the terms in Google. Cig is hardly used, so you'd want to use the higher volume variants such as electronic cigarettes Australia. Conduct thorough keyword research to know realistically what terms you are likely to rank for. The Keywords Explorer tool in Ahrefs is amazing. You can use it to estimate the competitiveness of a keyword. The keyword difficulty ranking gives an estimation of how hard it is to rank in the top 10 search results for a keyword on a 100-point scale. I'm new to making YouTube videos, so if you love the SEO advice in this mistake, you can encourage me by hitting the like button. I promise you what's inside each tip will change how you think about SEO. Unoptimized title tags and meta descriptions. Title tags are the second biggest influence of on-page SEO following good content. Meta descriptions are less important today than they were years ago, but mostly influence someone's desire to click through. You define a title tag with a line of HTML in the head tag of a page. You can define a page's meta description with code in the head tag of a page. Here's a screenshot of a Google search result showing titles in blue text and meta descriptions in black text. Google in search results will modify titles and meta descriptions that are not unique, that fail to summarize the page and provide no specific information to people searching. You generally don't want Google modifying these for your website since you miss the chance to use crafted sentences that get a higher click-through rate. How to fix it? To fix this, the good news is this common SEO mistake is one of the easier mistakes to correct. Here are 5 best practices for titles and meta descriptions. Relevancy. Write descriptive, keyword-rich titles readable by people, not necessarily made for search engines. Make the description relevant to the page as well. Make titles and meta descriptions unique to each page. It's easier to be unique when you keep relevancy top of mind. Have your major keywords at the front of the title tag, also known as front loading. Give titles a length between 50 and 60 characters and meta descriptions a length between 145 and 160 characters. Add potent benefits to the title to entice people to visit, though generally look to include them in the description because of character limits. If you have any selling propositions like free delivery or a guarantee, include them in the description to attract visitors. For more help, see my step-by-step tutorial to titles and meta descriptions in Shopify. The link is in the video description. Unengaging information. Content is king because not providing high quality information is the fastest way to lose visitors and rankings. Gone are the days when websites could publish rubbish content for the sake of having content. When you satisfy searches, you increase your chances of ranking higher on search results. If your competitors help customers and you don't, you can guess where people are spending the money. How to fix it? To fix it, visit your website now, then read over it pretending you're a visitor. One of the most important questions you can ever ask in doing SEO as the visitor, ask yourself, am I learning something? Do I get the information I need? Have I never read information like this on other websites? If you said yes, yes, and yes, well done. If you said no once, rework the website. Using a manufacturer's description offers shoppers no unique information. As an example, read over the top 4 Google search results of a query you want to rank for. These reveal where content gaps exist and opportunities for you to cover topics not already talked about or to go more into depth about a topic. You must give Google a reason to rank the content higher than what's currently in the top 4 positions. One way to do this is to use supplementary materials to increase value. Supplementary materials help people get more out of the topic. As an example, our hreflang guide for Shopify includes a Google Sheet, a Shopify app, and a Chrome extension to help people with hreflang tags in Shopify. These are a competitive edge. I built the resources to help merchants get their hreflang tags right, solving unique problems that no one had ever done before. There are 17 other supplementary content ideas I have for you. The concept visual, native video, ultimate guides, infographic, data visualizations, videos, flowcharts, explainer infographics, screenshots, slide decks, interactive content, visual collections, co-branded infographics, cartoons and comic strips, maps, blog post banners, templates like Google Sheets. Provide key takeaways for the reader at the end of the article so they do not have to return to Google to search for more answers. You want the reader to leave feeling fulfilled. Google tracks when users return to search results to find more information in order to determine satisfaction. Unfriendly URLs. An unfriendly URL is hard to understand, ugly, or big. Unfriendly URLs in Shopify tend to occur on filters of collections where parameters get appended to URLs that make no sense. How to fix it? Avoid unfriendly URLs with these simple rules for friendly URLs. Keep them short, make them descriptive of the page. Avoid deep URL structures. These include a lot of forward slashes. Avoid query strings. These are variables after the question mark character and may contain the ampersand symbol. Use hyphens, good webmaster practice, rather than underscores. Logical and structured. For example, articles are in an article folder and products are in their product category. Faulty response codes. Every web page gives a response code. The most valid response code is a 200 as it means the request succeeded. The 404 response code occurs when a page doesn't exist, which creates a bad user experience. Redirects give various response codes as they guide a visitor to a page whenever you modify or remove content. Customers can be frustrated dealing with non-200 response codes and can leave your website altogether. The low engagement drops the page's ranking in search results. How to fix it? To fix faulty response codes, go to Google Search Console, or you can use Screaming Frog. They're some of my favorite tools to see the response codes on a website. Here you see a screenshot of a Screaming Frog crawl, and that contains many faulty response codes. Avoid changing your URLs where possible unless there's a strategic reason or they're being optimized. For broken external links, you can remove or replace them with working links. If people click on the links to access the website you've recommended and they get an error, it decreases trust. For faulty links, check if there's a typo in the URL that is causing an error and fix it. This sometimes is the case with 404 errors. Google recommends using 301 redirects if you have permanently removed content to another page. Any native redirect in Shopify is a 301. Additionally, Google says you should have that redirect active for 1 year to give it time to register that change and apply it to search results. If the page move is temporary, a 302 redirect is more appropriate. A non-mobile friendly website. How does every page on your website look on a mobile or tablet device? 59.3% of people access websites through their mobile phones. A non-mobile friendly website can cost you rankings and sales when people click off your website in preference to others that are easier to navigate. A mobile-friendly website is even more important now. Google created a mobile-first indexing crawler in September 2020. Its algorithm gets snippets from search results from mobile version of a page and mainly uses a website's mobile version to determine rankings. How to fix it? To fix a non-mobile friendly website, use device mode in Chrome to easily check how your website looks on all the major devices, from iPhones and Android tablets to iPads and Nest Hubs. Conduct a Google mobile friendly test for ideas to make a page more mobile friendly. Have a website design specifically made for mobile users or use responsive design. When someone accesses your website from their phone, it adapts to the mobile layout and screen size. A responsive design is easier to manage as you update only one website. Get rid of large chunks of text on your website, especially the homepage. It's harder to format and read chunks of text clamped together on a mobile phone compared to larger screen on a computer. The goal is to make it easier for your customers to read the information they need. Use images that take up as little space as possible to maintain a good loading speed. Place buttons in the right place. Think about how you hold your phone and use your thumb to click a link or button. Pages, not indexing. The most common way a search engine discovers a web page is through crawling, where the search engine's bot follows links on the page to find new pages and add them to their index. After Google crawls your page, it analyzes what your website is all about, which is termed indexing. The page indexing report in Google Search Console shows what content on a website is indexed and what is not indexed. Although it is up to Google to index your page, some factors block crawling and indexing. How to fix it? To fix unindexed pages, if you just created a website or a page, give Google time to discover it. A new website can take up to 3 weeks for Google to discover. Check the page is linked internally on the website. If a page has no internal links, it is considered an orphan page and may not be found by Google. Google discovers a lot of pages by following links. Internal links come with the added SEO benefit of helping rankings. Get rid of 404 errors and use 301 redirects. If some of your pages were ranking well in search and then you restructured your site or changed domains, check for these errors because they will likely have occurred during the move. Use high quality content. If you've published duplicate content, Google may only index the original content. Solve the problem of manual actions on your website. You can check this in Google Search Console. If Google determines you've gone against their quality guidelines, they can declare a manual action against your website. This can lower the ranking of your website or remove it completely from search results.
No! No! No!
Update your sitemap. An outdated sitemap makes it hard for Google to access your URLs. Hiring a bad SEO company. There is a lot of bad SEO out there. It's an ever-changing field with no regulation. If you pay for links outsourced to a cheap overseas company, hire an untrained intern, or try to save a quick buck, you often pay for it with no growth or even worse, a Google penalty.
No!
How to fix it? To hire a good SEO company or better, work with your existing one or even get better at it yourself. 2 tips. Play an active role in monitoring results by tracking SEO KPIs mentioned at the start of this guide. Ask the right list of powerful questions to your SEO company to figure out if they should do your SEO. I've given you 7 in a link to an article on my website in the description of this video. Not understanding how SEO works with other channels. When you don't make SEO a part of your digital marketing strategy, you miss optimizing a channel that is already happening. It doesn't matter whether you're intentional about it or not. This is not a beginner's mistake, but an advanced one. SEO works with other marketing channels or parts of a business. Let's look at how SEO can work with other channels. So as an example, social media. Engagement on social media often leads to people searching your brand in Google. A Facebook ad may not lead to an immediate sale, yet it can from a Google search. Social media videos can also be crafted to tease someone into searching Google or visiting a page made for SEO. Paid search. Google Ads lets you see high volume searches and good converting keywords that you can use in your SEO keyword strategy. On the flip side, you can discover what keywords have poor commercial value before spending months and money chasing them in SEO. Expertise. Share valuable information with people in your industry or community. By doing this, you're building an audience of people who trust you. The good content, when optimized, can perform well in search. However, SEO can be considered in nearly every piece of content. Perhaps you left a video testimonial for your accountant. An SEO expert will want the accountant to link back to your website to help SEO. Good SEO experts find creative sources to help your SEO. Aside from influencing and being influenced by other channels, SEO affects all aspects of a business. Developers need to be guided by an SEO expert to improve page speed, shape the architecture of a website, craft a faceted filtering system. It's like often what you see on collections and categories that is SEO friendly. Designers need to be guided by an SEO expert to create graphics that load fast and support existing content to improve its value. Writers and AI. Writers and AI need to be guided by an SEO expert to produce content that's backed in research, relevant, and better than anything previously published. How to fix it? You can correct this SEO mistake by reminding yourself of the truths shared. Another piece of advice is to consider data from all your digital marketing channels when creating your SEO strategy. My favorite tool for this is Triple Whale. It's an incredible tool for Shopify businesses to understand how all marketing channels work together so they can profitably grow. You may want to check it out. There's a link in the description. Did you spot some common SEO mistakes you've been making? Even SEO experts slip up sometimes. You've got a lot to be excited about because you're alive and you know the mistakes. To review these common SEO mistakes so you can revisit them and fix them when you're able to, follow the supporting article on the Digital Darts website. Link is in the description. Two. Maybe I should stop gesturing. Stock footage up close of someone scrolling on their... Oh, that's what I'm doing. Ugh.